Welcome back, everyone. In today's episode, the dramatic conclusion, again, to our fuel plugged issues. All right, so we're on our way south once again, and we're stopped here at Colorado4x4Van headquarters, and on our way down, unfortunately, we were losing fuel pressure yet again. So we pulled over, spun on some new filters. That didn't fix it, and so I did what I did last time and used compressed air to blow back into the tank. So obviously I have some kind of blockage in our fuel tank I've picked up along the way somewhere, and I'm using this opportunity to address it here. So what I need to do is drain the remainder of the fuel out of the tank, just so it's more manageable weight, and I can wrestle it a little easier that way, and then drop the tank and see what's inside. See what we have to do, maybe pressure wash it out or something. But the first step is to pump out the rest of that fuel. Okay, so fortunately for me, our fuel pump lives here on the frame rail and not inside the fuel tank. So I'm going to pull this fuel line off, scab on a little chunk of this silicone tubing, and then just turn the vehicle on and let it pump into these gas cans, which have very graciously been lent to us. All right, so I've got this hose scabbed on there. Put that in there, and then just flip on the ignition. Looking pretty. All right, that was taking too long cycling the ignition, so I just grabbed our spare pump and hooked it up with jumper cables to a little battery pack here, and I'm going to pump it out that way. Well, looks like that's the end of her. So rather than loosening this bracket and having this whole thing just fall and hit the ground and end me, I'm going to support it with a jack. So once you got the screws loose, let her down some. Okay. Pull back. Forward. Something back. Good. Okay, so we got her out. Not too much hassles. This here is one of my suspects at the moment. This is a anti-rollover check valve vent thing that's supposed to let air in, but in the event of a rollover, there's a check valve that it doesn't all drain out. But this is kind of sitting in a pool of muck and mire after the Dempster, so I'm suspecting that's the problem, and I should probably vent that elsewhere, further away. And obviously I'm not going to open this up like this, so I'm going to see if Bill will lend me his truck to take this to a pressure washer, car wash somewhere, and get this cleaned off before we open into it. Get the worst of this off before spending on a pressure washer. Here's another view of the cavity where the tank vent is supposed to be. And it keeps getting in the way. So that's the check valve thing. And I should probably remote mount that somewhere else now. Alright, so it's not perfectly clean yet, but good enough to open it up and have a look inside. Alright, so I've drained the last of the diesel, and now the paper towel. There is some black. There's some black on the rag there, but it's not mud, It's not a 1/4 inch of mud that I feared it could be.
The next day.
All right, so today is tomorrow. Did some thinking, and I've come to conclude that this little check valve vent thing, which lives here, this was totally encased in dirt and muck and mire, and even though it wasn't sucking great volumes of dirt in there, the wet mud would just stifle or plug this up so that it couldn't breathe air in. And then when we were blowing air backwards into the fuel filter housings, that would, blow an opening, and then we'd be fine for a while. And after we left the Yukon and came back to Canada, it was fine. We went through many tanks of fuel, no problem, because it was dry. And then coming through Wyoming, we were in 2 days of rain. This got all wet again, and that mud again softened and just encased this whole area so it couldn't breathe. So this morning Bill gave me a ride to O'Reilly's, and we got a length of fuel tubing and a fuel filter, which I'm just going to use as a breather vent filter. So we'll put that on here, and then I'm going to relocate this down inside the frame rail somewhere where it's accessible, where I can get to this end of it, and that's what we're going to do this morning. So follow along in the fun. That goes in there. 25 foot-pounds. I'm making headway.
Okay.
Could never have done it without you.
I could have, it just would have sucked more.
No, I couldn't have. So I'm just using a fuel filter off a lawnmower or Datsun or something. I'm just going to use that as our fuel breather vent filter. And just like that, we have fuel pressure again. Thanks so much for helping, Bill.
Anytime.
Couldn't have done it without you, quite literally.
Yeah.
So let's go camping.